Hello and welcome to a Let's Play of Jade Empire. This will be a blind Let's Play. This is my first time playing it. I know pretty much everything I know about Jade Empire is that it's a Bioware role-playing game, so I have some expectations of what it's going to be like. Two, it's a story located in ancient China, and that's it.
This world is out of balance. Spirits grow restless.
I am reborn again and again. I am the will of the Emperor. I am Death's hand.
Okay, that just happened. Let's get started. Character selection. If I make I can make a custom, so please custom. Body, spirit, and mind. I have watched Kung Fu movies, and I guess I know something about these based on manga I've read. But I have no clue what these mean as far as game mechanics are concerned. Body is clearly helpful, that's easy to understand. Spirit and mind, I'm not sure what the difference would be. Spirit is, as unusual in these kind of stories, it's some kind of inner power you produce. It's especially if you want to do some kind of a body would, I guess, more or less relate to your physical powers in general. Spirit would be if you want to do something, some kind of superhero type of bullshit. If you want to pull that kind of thing out of your ass, that's what you use your spirit powers to enhance your, to do some kind of special moves, that sort of thing. Mind, I have no idea. Yeah. Body score represents your physical hardiness and ability to withstand penalty. Health measures your physical endurance. When health reaches 0, you die. You can regain health by using Chi Heal, picking up red health power-ups during battle, or meditating at spirit ponds. Yep. Tell me about spirit. Spirit's score represents your inner strength and magical power. Okay, pretty much health, mana, and something. Chi measures your spiritual energy. You use Chi to recover health through Chi Heal, enhance your attacks, fuel magic styles, and power transformation styles. You can regain Chi by picking up blue Chi power-ups during battle, meditating at spirit fonts, or using the Spirit Thief style to steal it from enemies. Wonder if there's natural regeneration during the fight. What is mind? This is the question mark. Your mind score represents your concentration and tactical awareness in combat. What does it give you? Focus measures your ability to concentrate intently in battle. You use focus when you wield weapons or enter focus mode to slow your enemies. You can recover focus by picking yellow focus power-ups during battle or meditating at focus shrine. Weapon wielding. Debuffing enemies, I guess. I would hazard to guess that's sort of like a bullet time mode, so you have more time to react. Okay, we need to spend 4 points. Warrior abilities mage abilities, debuffing, or weapon usage. I'm guessing focus would be useful for almost anyone. The question is, do I want to go all over the place or do I want to specialize? Probably should at least take a little bit in everything. Not sure about the mind though. Definitely more chi. I'm a wizard. Yep. This is the perfect character. Okay. Choose style: Heavenly Wave, 1000 Cuts, Sleeping Tiger, White Demon, Legendary Strike. Well, thank you. Okay, Heavenly Wave is automatic. Support style, Martial style. So, does direct damage in Chi strike mode. This style's power attack can initiate a harmonic combo that produces a health power-up. I have no fucking clue game what you're talking about. Fighters skilled in Heavenly Wave learn techniques that can slow their opponents to a crawl. While this support style does no damage on its own, a master can manipulate the chi in the area around opponents, rendering them sluggish and easily defeated. Even the most lightning-fast of foes can be slowed to a turtle's pace with the skillful application of Heavenly Wave. Okay. Seems like we have to make a choice between 4 attack styles. 1000 Cuts. Aptly named through the style does not involve blades. The master of this style relies on numerous lightning strikes in quick succession instead of singular punishing blows or thunderous kicks. Most opponents reel under such a relentless assault, unable to counter fast enough to find an opening for their own attack. Leaping Tiger. With the vigor and speed of the animal for which this martial style was named, Leaping Tiger dazzles onlookers even as it carves up opponents. Practitioners of this martial style focus so completely on the strength and quickness of the tiger that razor-sharp claws seem to sprout from their fists. The style's quick leaping techniques and punishing strikes create a flurry of death that can keep even armed opponents in bay. White Demon. Many martial artists criticize the White Demon style for being slow and ponderous, but in the hands of a true master it can be one of the deadliest martial styles of all. While it lacks the crowd-pleasing panache of faster styles, White Demon's sheer power and intimidating techniques plow through opponents like an ogre in a tea house. Legendary Strike. Many in the Jade Empire have heard of Legendary Strike, but few have actually seen it in action. Fewer still have mastered this martial style, but those who have are to be feared. Their blows rain down too fast to block, and their kicks can quickly put an opponent out for good. Actually, we'll take the legendary style because why the fuck not? Fast, super powerful, maybe some kind of weapon usage and something. Maybe this is more or less of a mix, more balanced approach. I don't know what the difference would be. Yeah. No. No. No, 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 no. 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 We can actually choose a character. So I'm guessing we'll take the model at least. Strong. Fast. Magic. Balanced. Monk Zeng. We might as well be Monk Zeng. about random? Weight high the wall, crushing Out Chao, ponderous Zing Zhu, merciless Ming Shan, philosopher Hao Xing, sweaty Hong. Yeah, that's. Stonefist Tang Yang. Thundering, weight high. So I'm guessing the naming scheme follows some kind of a Chinese thing. Descriptive name and some kind of a descriptive description of the character, I guess. Scorpion, Shang. Sleek Lane. Yeah, it just combines these randomly. Angry Fuhan. Shadow Jian Wei. Might as well pick something. Character summary: Shadow Jian Wei. Body 3, Spirit 5, Mind 2. Starting style: Legendary Strike. Heavenly Wave. Support style: Martial style.
I swear, one of these days I'll find a way around your guard.
One more match then.
Happily. I feel that I learn something every time I face you. Even if it's only a new place to nurse a bruise. So long as you're certain you have time.
Alright, show me your best.
Let us begin.
The fighting is real time. Press mouse 1 to attack. Try hitting Jing Wu several times. I need to block. Hold down space to block basic attack.
Need healing.
A healing. Break through his block. Okay. This is a fairly intuitive and nice combat system.
Did you see? Master Li was watching. He may not show it, but he clearly takes pride in watching his students practice. I learn something every time we meet, proving that loss sometimes is the best teacher. Thank the heavens the bruises are worth it.
Thank you for the bout.
You are gracious as always. I regret that there won't be much time for such practice now that you've almost finished your training. Master Li told me to pass on that you should speak to him when you have the chance. He said you could take your time, so you need not rush.
Why didn't you tell me earlier?
He specifically told me that it was no rush, so I didn't think it would be vital. Besides, who could turn down a chance to practice with you? You have some time to wander the school and talk with other students. Smiling Mountain likely has some of the younger students available if you want to spar. I shall leave you to it. Take care, my friend.
Chapter 1, wherein a master foretells of doom. A rival challenges for station, and the past haunts the present. Your training nears its completion in the idyllic setting of Two Rivers. Master Li promises that soon you will know more about how you came here and where your future will lead. All the while, strange tales begin to spread of ghosts that will not rest, and shadowy assassins who heed no law. Unlike all the lawful assassins, I guess. Okay. Save. Haven't looked through the controls. Probably should. Can I take a quick look? Okay. I just want to see if there's. Okay. Focus. Chi strike. F and E. Chi him. That's the shift. But I'm Chi strike and everything Chi related is probably very important for us because we took so much of it at the start. Just want to see if there's no target mode. Excellent. Fighting styles. Ah, it's interesting. 10 fighting styles. Run, walk. Why? Henchman screen, general screen, map display. Quick save, F5. Okay. Yep. Great. How's the running? So we probably want to run mostly. Map. Okay. That's where we... What is that? Student lead. How do you talk to people in this game?
Our most senior student has a spare moment to spend with me? An honor. No, wait, I shouldn't be like that. Master Li always reminds me that jealousy is a low path and not worthy of one of his students. I understand your training is almost complete. I wonder who will replace you as our example. It certainly won't be me. I can't even imagine Master Li saying, "You must strive to be like Lin in all things" to the others. Just the opposite, more likely.
Do we have a few choices, either berate her, say don't worry about it, or if you want to be want him to be, say you're the best, be the best. If you want Master Li to say it, don't give him a choice. Be the best you can.
That makes sense. Is that how you live your life? If so, it certainly seems to be an effective philosophy. You could just be pouring honey in my ears, but that's not half as fun as other places it could go. Oh my, you've gone kind of red. I shouldn't tease you like that. Maybe I should spend more time training, and less time worrying about where I stand in the school. How else will I be good enough to take you down one of these days? Besides, there might be bigger things to worry about. I find myself intrigued by the ghost tales that everyone's mentioning.
I don't want to spar too much. I'm sure we'll get to fight more than our fair share. I'm not sure. Do we want to get to know the students? It's a problem if we don't, because our character clearly does. Okay, I don't think we've ever talked about you, Lynn.
I'm sure you've figured out most of my little quirks by now. I've been here a few years.
How did you come here, and why?
I wasn't the delicate flower my family had hoped for. They believed school would calm my spirit. But Master Li has shown me how to focus myself. I have learned many skills while here, and not many of them require that I be delicate.
What will you do when you are done training?
When I am done? I haven't really thought about it. I won't go home. There's no place for me there. If I can stomach the books, I could become a scholar. Perhaps I'll go to the Imperial City. I should see it at least once in my life. If you wish. What do you want to ask about?
Tell me what you've been hearing about ghosts.
Other than what Dawnstar senses, all I have is stories, but they're becoming more and more common. Tales of people being haunted by loved ones, and mad ghosts attacking people on the roads, or even in their homes. And Master Li accepts Dawnstar's ability to see and sense things others can't. If he believes her, then how could I believe otherwise?
What exactly are ghosts?
They're exactly what you'd expect. The souls of humans who have died. According to all the legends, when you die, your soul travels to the underworld. Once there, your soul is judged and placed upon the wheel of life, so that it can return to this world in a new life. A soul that doesn't return to the wheel of life becomes a ghost.
Where do they come from?
According to the stories, ghosts are usually people whose souls are trapped in this world, either by circumstance or because they won't let go of their old lives. The thing is, those circumstances are very rare, and you never heard about ghosts 10 years ago. Now everyone's talking about them. It's like something has happened, and people aren't leaving this world like they should be. Either that or it's mass hysteria, but I can't believe that explanation.
I'm asking about these things because although I have a fairly strong concept of what a ghost is, this is a different culture. So what a ghost or a demon or a monster or something is in here might not be what it is in a typical fantasy role-playing game. Tell me more about Dawnstar's sensitivity.
From what I understand, Dawnstar is very sensitive to magic and to the spirits we call ghosts. She sees things that others can't. Sometimes she knows things that she shouldn't. I really can't say if it's intuition or something else.
What do ghosts look like?
That was my first question when I started hearing these rumors. Apparently they can look just like us, though possibly pale and faded. Some ghosts have been around a long time, and apparently they begin to change. They grow distant from their bodies and become more monsters than people. The scary thing is that a lot of the stories I've been hearing are about these old ghosts. The ones that look like monsters. It just doesn't make sense. If you wish.
Okay, any news?
You think I will talk about them behind their backs? I will, but I don't want people to think of me as the local gossip, even if I am just that.
Who are the students of note?
Of note? There's only one student of note, and that would be you. Everyone else, even Dawnstar, is just a background for you and your supposed destiny. Not that you don't deserve the attention. I'd be flirting with you non-stop if you weren't so focused on whatever it is Master Li has in store for you. All of us get a little envious of that. Even Gao gets pushed aside, and he doesn't like being anything less than the center of attention.
Okay, tell me about Gao.
You know him as well as I do. A rich man's son. He's attractive, I suppose, but arrogance follows him like a cloud of locusts. I hear his father is the same way. Gao the Greater and Gao the Lesser. Not a family I would want to be a part of.
What have you heard about me?
You know what is said. Master Li believes you're special, but won't say why. It makes you interesting. Some of the others don't find it as intriguing as I do. Some even consider it an attack on their worth.
Who should I be concerned about?
Gao, obviously. You know he doesn't like you, he never has. And when Master Li tells him to model himself after you, that just makes it worse.
Yep, goodbye for now.
Leaving so soon? Oh well, back to my training.
Who are you, student? That's where our
Typical.
Gao the Lesser.
Oh, you're finally here to talk to Master Li, are you? I certainly hope so. The old man is in there meditating, and he won't train me until he talks to you.
I wanted to talk to you for a moment.
The senior student, Master Li's little lapdog, here to talk to me? My lucky, lucky day. Don't you have something more important to do?
What did I do to earn this belligerence?
You don't want my answer to that question. Go talk to one of your sandal-licking friends and let them tell you I'm jealous. Try Lynn. She'll say anything to please you just to see your simpering little smile. Pathetic. Master Li wants to talk to you. Do me a favor and go talk to him. Then maybe I can actually receive some education at this school.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't leave the school gate. Smiling Mountain.
I thought Master Li would have your attention for the rest of the day. It is good to see you. I know you haven't had much time for simple sparring. It is too bad. Your fellow students benefit from your experience. A strong opponent is the best trainer.
What kind of items and additional training do you sell?
Ah, yes, training. For some time now, I have offered, for a small fee, to run students through a short regimen that will help them enhance their abilities. The lessons you learn from me, or from any trainer for that matter, will stay with you and help make you stronger, or better able to focus your mind or magic. Let's see what you can learn.
We have $0, or rather silver in this case, but it's either gold probably or something like that. What I'm gonna call it out of habit. Belly of iron, heart of gold, mind of steel. So health plus 3, chi minus 1, chi Plus 3, focus minus 1. Focus 3, health minus 1. Heart of Gold is a set of meditative techniques developed by Smiling Mountain to help his students learn to master their chi. By remembering specific mantras in battle, it is possible to channel slightly more chi than normal. This extra concentration can slightly distract a warrior from maintaining focus in battle. I have no idea what it means. Maybe I should have read the manual. Can we sell? There's nothing to sell.
What can I do for you?
Questions?
I am charged with giving whatever instruction I can, but my insights deal more with the philosophy of combat than the skills themselves.
Okay, yeah, tell me about it.
Master Li is very strict about what is taught here, because martial skill is a pathway to great power, and that holds certain risks. It is not just good over evil. Few things in life are that simple. The common way to say it is, do you follow the way of the open palm or the closed fist?
Yeah, tell me about the way of the open palm.
A term for the high path, or perhaps the way of restraint and harmony. Many aspire to it, but few achieve it. It is a path of resisting tyranny. Of course, the source of that tyranny varies. It is just as dangerous coming from without as within.
Examples.
Tyranny from external sources is easy to find and fight. Defending those who cannot defend themselves is a reasonable example. But when your abilities are so much greater than those around you, there is the temptation to set everything right by might alone. That is tyranny from within.
Does this have any practical effect?
You are the sum of your actions. The harmony or discord that you sow will weigh on your shoulders as surely as any physical yoke. But there can be advantages. Certain forms of attack inherently lean toward one extreme or the other. They have a rhythm that resonates within you. You may find that some attacks perform better if you are more intent on causing discord. How you use this is for you to discover and decide.
So light and dark side, more or less. That sort of mechanic. Okay, closed fist.
It is the low path, the way of aggression and discord. A misunderstood path often misused by those who wish to justify a thuggish nature. It is not as simple as crushing your enemies or as mindless as terrorizing the weak. It is a mindset born of impatience, of imposing your will. An evil man might ignore a plea for help because he does not care, but that shows a disconnection with the world. That is not part of the way. A man on the low path might also ignore that plea, but he would do so because that person should demonstrate they are fit to survive on their own. You are the sum of your action, but there can be advantage. I am... Who are you interested in?
Tell me about Dawnstar. No, yourself.
If you wish, but only introspection reveals true insight. I used to call the trading center of Phoenix Gate my home, but I am settled here. I have nothing to go back to.
Why did you leave?
It is not important. Suffice to say that I prefer this little village to the temptations of a greater city. Enough about me. What else can I do for you?
How long have you taught here?
It has been several years since I arrived in Two Rivers. I was surprised to find a teacher of Master Li's ability so far out on the borderlands. It was a fortuitous accident. I have studied the martial arts all my life, and serve your master as I am able. He is devoted to your training and needs someone to assist the other students. I am charged with giving...
Okay, talk about Dawnstar.
Only what she lets me know. A very private woman, despite spending so long in the school. You probably know her as well as anyone does. She has great skill, but a reluctance to use it. If she were to let go, she could be very powerful. Perhaps that is what she fears.
What about Gao?
I'd rather not. He is impatiently traveling the low path, and I long ago abandoned him to it. He is reckless, and he neither seeks nor wants my guidance. As young as he is, Gao has impressive skill. Master Li has tried to restrain him, but I know how far he has gone. He wields powerful energies, but has the temper of a child.
Where did he learn this if Master Li will not teach it?
Master Li has taught the base of such techniques to you and others. Mastering Qi is important for any student here, but he also demands control. Gao's father most likely tutored him. By all that I have heard, both are impatient and spoiled. They can be provoked into explosive outbursts.
Okay, what about Master Li?
Master Li is a private man, and I will not presume to speak for him. His interest in you surpasses the care of any master I have known. He must see great potential in you.
I think we're done.
Good.
I'd like to talk to Dawnstar. Wu, we already fought him. Where is she? Auspicious portents. Understanding the stars and the universe is a very important goal. By examining the universe, we can interpret and predict things to come. The sky is where the great dragon was said to dwell, and in his illustrious home we can see the signs of his effects on creation. Of the observable phenomena, three major ones are the most auspicious. Comets, the flames of the heavens, and passing across the sky. Comets, flames of the heavens passing across the sky. Eclipses, during which the power of the gods blocks the sun for brief periods. And falling stars, marking the descent of one of the celestial bureaucracy to the earth. Experience points. Harmonic combinations. To fight without thought is suicide. Path to victory is laid out one step at a time, each ahead of your opponents. Harmonic combinations demand the use of two styles in rapid succession. The first must be the class called Support, the second from the class known as Martial. Timing is the key. Begin with a focused disabling effect and follow quickly with a powerful bare-handed blow. The two actions working in concert will create a harmonic channel in your chi and wreak havoc upon your foe. You must be swift as the window to create the harmony is limited. Staple your foe, close swiftly as you change style, and strike with all available force. Let nothing stand in your way, but beware. Opponents of great strength may possess the training to resist this technique, though will guide you to victory. Harmonic combinations will ensure the journeys. Maybe I should try to test fight, just to basically try a harmonic combination. Students, student win?
It is an honor to be approached by the school's most senior student. My mother had high hopes for the school when she sent me here from the capital. Sometimes I wonder if I'm ready to train with others of such skill. Even in the robes of a junior student, I feel a long way from my home in the Imperial City.
If you are here, you belong here.
You're right. Master Li would not have accepted me if he did not see potential. He measures all people carefully. I will just have to work twice as hard to catch up to your level of skill. Even then, it will take a long time to be your match. How long have you studied with Master Li?
I have no idea. Yeah, as long as I can remember, that's true.
You and Dawnstar have both had a lifetime of training under Master Li. He is stern with you, but you sure can see that he's proud as well. I'm sorry. I shouldn't pester you with my questions. Is there something you need?
What do people from the capital think of the Empire?
It's funny, but I still want to look over my shoulder. I have to remember that we are a long way from the ears of the Lotus Assassins.
Okay. Why would you be worried about Lotus Assassins?
They're the Emperor's personal guardians. In the Imperial City, they watch everyone and everything, looking for those who would question the course of the Empire.
Why are people questioning the direction of the Empire?
The Lotus Assassins visit people who ask a...
Okay. Lotus Assassin visit people who ask a lot of questions. The Emperor hasn't been seen much recently. His advisors run things. They are not gentle. Okay, history of the Empire.
I honestly didn't pay much attention during history lessons at my previous school. You could always ask in the town. Old Ming loves talking about the past.
Tell me about other places.
I'm no map maker, but I know the basics of the way the Empire is laid out. What do you want to know?
Okay, Imperial City.
It was a beautiful place to grow up. The brightest minds, the most noble houses, all the greatest warriors gather there. It's truly the most vibrant place in the world.
Sounds like you miss it.
I'm glad to be here, don't get me wrong. Two Rivers, though, is very peaceful. I'm used to a more hectic pace, I think. It's taking me some time to adjust.
So how do you like this area?
Two Rivers is quiet, subdued. This province has a lot of rich agricultural land. Actually, fields cover pretty much everything south of the Great Southern Forest.
Do people from the city tend to think of this area?
They consider farmers uneducated rustics, though they'd use less polite terms. They'd change their tune if they could see such a skilled tutor as Master Li out here. The Empire is divided into 4 massive provinces. This area, largely agricultural, is the Golden Delta. To the north lies the Seat of Heaven, which holds the Imperial City. In the prosperous east, you can find port cities like the Phoenix Gate. To the west lie the hills of the 6 Holy Scrolls. I know little about those 2 provinces, though. I'll answer what I can. Goodbye. Take care of yourself.
The Old Tongue. Though Fan, or the Old Tongue, was the native language of one of many kingdoms struggling for supremacy before the empire was unified by sagacious Tien, our first emperor. As the wars raged, constant shifts in territorial leadership spread the use of the Old Tongue. By the time sagacious Tien formed the empire, the Old Tongue was so widely spread that it became a second official language of the Jade Empire. The Long Drought. The Long Drought stands as one of the worst periods in the Jade Empire's recent history. 10 years of scorching heat and little rainfall took their toll on even the prodigious reserves of the Empire's granaries. The sages predicted at least 3 more devastatingly dry years, while those in the Ministry of Harmony watched the death toll mount into the hundreds of thousands. Then Emperor Sun Hai declared that the drought was over, and somehow it was. Through the Empire's divine will, green returned to our parched land and stability was restored. Okay, can I... Excellent. Okay.
Something on your mind?
I'd really like to try the harmonic whatever's.
Of course. I have to keep practicing if I'm going to be able to best you one day, aren't I? Excellent! Let's see if we can use Smiling Mountain's sparring ground. Once we're done, I'll wander back here if you need me again.
Legendary strike! Heavenly wave! Legendary strike! Heavenly wave!
How the hell do you use these?
Legendary strike! Legendary strike! Heavenly wave!
Fuck.
Legendary strike!
Fuck. How do you get experience from doing this? I see. So there's no chi regeneration during fight, but the extra reserve we have allows us to heal more. I don't get the harmonic combinations at all. At all. I can slow down the enemy and then keep gas, but might as well try to fight with the new guy too if we're gonna get his experience of this. I certainly could use the combat experience.
It is an honor to be a... What? It would be an honor. Are you sure you... Excellent. Let's find a quieter spot to spar. Once we're finished, I'll have to return here and continue my meditations.
Weapon user was definitely very hard to get close.
Legendary strike!
Yeah, I have no clue about the harmonic strikes. In general, the power attacks seem to be very, very slow, and you probably shouldn't do them unless you need to go break through someone's block. Don't get the combinations between jumping and attacking. It's a lot to learn. By the way, just talk to the our teacher.
Ah, there you are, my student. I watched your bout against Jingwu with great pride. You have gained almost all you can from the practice arena. You are my best pupil, though you came to me an orphan. I have tried to prepare you for the responsibility your skills will bring. Have you given thought to your future?
Don't know. Perhaps I will train others as you have trained me.
Your lessons are complete. Remember these basic skills and keep them at heart. But also remember that classes are not a true measure of ability. Always be ready to learn. I recall that, as a child, you fell and bruised your arm. I comforted you, saying that small pains are part of learning, but not every setback imparts wisdom. You must be careful. Sometimes all you learn in defeat is that you have been defeated. This world is out of balance. Spirits grow restless, and you have a role to play that I have kept secret.
I'm sure it was for a good reason, Master.
Those who announce their important destiny before they are ready tend to meet unfortunate ends. The wise only seek attention when capable of dealing with it. The people are scared. I do not have all the answers, but I know you will become very important to the fates of many. You will be called to face a great evil.
Master! Master Li!
What is this interruption? This had better be important. There is much to say.
Master! Nijo came to warn me. He saw a boat from the outlook past the fields. Strange outlaws. They fired something at him, and Kiamin was injured.
Where is she now?
Still outside the village by the outlook. Nijo couldn't carry her. Please come, Master Li. The bandits are not at the village yet, but they could arrive at any time.
We will have to continue our discussion later, my student. It appears we have more pressing matters.
What would you have me do, Master?
The time for practice is over. Go to Gujin, the weapon master, and get a weapon. You may soon be called to use it. On your way, make certain Dawnstar is aware of the danger. Her skills have always complemented yours, so take her with you. Prepare yourself for a potential attack while I tend to my fallen student. I will return as soon as I can. We will continue our discussion when the threat is over.
Where can I find Dawnstar and Gujin?
Dawnstar will be near her garden at the entrance to the school. Gujin will be in his shop near the village gate, up the stairs from the village square.
I will do as you ask.
Good. The time comes when you will know all you need to. For now, keep the basics at heart.
Switch the minimap on and off by clicking button 3 button. There is no button 3 button. Yep. Click the Legends button on the map screen, but the fuck can I do that? Journal screen. Amulets. Followers. Styles. Allows you to spend style points to learn new techniques. Map styles to your hotkeys for rapid access during combat and see all the styles you've learned. So, support martial arts. Yeah, it doesn't tell me anything. Legendary style. Damage increase, G damage, speed increase. Okay. All damage in the style is increased by 25%, 50, 75, 100, 125. Chi. You can now perform advanced Chi strikes in this style. These consume more Chi but do more damage. Press button 5 to enter Chi strike mode. There's no button 5. It doesn't tell me the actual button this is binded to, which is sort of shit, isn't it? Because now I just have to make a guessing game out of it, what the button it actually refers to. I think it's E. Advanced Chi, Enhanced Chi, Marvelous Chi, Deadly Chi, Ultimate Chi. Speed increase. Button 1 key. Basic attack speed increase by 5%, 10%, 15, 25. But this. Duration increase. All duration effects associated with this style receive slight duration. Speed increase, yeah. Okay. Character record. We need 600 more experience to get to the next level. Body would probably be a fairly safe bet. It always use more health. No idea about the focus. Yeah. Fisting or palming. Familiar mechanics. I don't have any preference. I'll probably lean toward the open palm though. Charm. Ooh. Conversation skills. Spirit and mind. Vision. Spirit and body. Intimidation. Charm. Body and mind. Okay. So intuition and intimidation works. Charm probably not. Mind and body. No techniques. Two opponents defeated. Favorite style, legendary strike. Chest. Red lion, yellow lion, blue lion. Statue of a lion stands behind an altar. It's marked as a training aid designed by a previous master of the school. There's a crystal sphere in the lion's paw. Examine the markings. The altar and statues serve to show students a real example of lessons otherwise presented abstractly in a class. It has not seen use in some time. The altar is less ornate than the statue and was replaced many times after frustrated or deliberate outbursts from students, but that too is part of the exercise. There's mention of greater reward for the more investigative path, but that was probably an additional element to the test performed by the master who placed it. You cannot recall Master Li ever referring to the statue. Different masters prefer different methods of teaching. Approach. The altar is less ornate than the statue. Something activates as you approach. The sphere in the lion's paw begins to glow blue light. Blue figurine. Okay, the statue dispenses a silver coin. An unfamiliar voice begins to emanate from the lion.
The obvious path is humble, safe, but pays the wage of a cook, not a champion.
Huh. Ah. Obvious path. So how about red and blue? Okay, some kind of a system. How about yellow?
The obvious path is
So you can... Maybe you could figure out something else to do with this. There is mention of greater reward for the more investigative path. Okay. So something else. There aren't that many options. If we go follow the colors, we'll get the silver coin. Let's go with the red, blue, yellow. Yellow, blue, red. How about the yellow, red, blue? Hmm. B. Hmm. What other? There aren't that many options here. Is it the destruction of the altar then?
The obvious
Obvious path, yeah. Hmm.
the ob
I destroy. It's a small bag of coins in the rubble. An unfamiliar voice begins to emanate.
rash action will reveal much about the task and the man. Reward may be immediate, but there is no going back.
Okay. Lesson learned. You can milk forever to a single coin, or you may destroy the altar, get a large reward, but only once. Lesson learned. Yeah, I think I'll end here. Seems like the initiation phase or whatever is gonna be pretty much over, and we get to at least do some proper adventuring from this point on.